This is part 1 walkthrough for Song of the King. I have Erica today who's helping me out being the dance cheerleader for this. So the song starts and our hands are on our hips, our pom-poms are in our hands, and one knee is bent up. It starts with just some simple bounces. We bounce, 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 bounce. And then we are going to take our hands forward, our knee stays pop. They're gonna come forward, they're gonna shake, and then they're going to switch behind us for 2 beats and come back for a single beat and then come back to our hips. And then we're going to bounce again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna repeat that. We go forward, 1, back and forward, hips. We're gonna come up into a big circle. And once we get to the top, we're gonna come forward again. We're gonna go bop, shubada-ba, bop, bop, shubada-ba. Those are all on the bop, shubada-bas. And then we're coming back to our hips. We're bouncing again. Bounce, 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 bounce. And we go bop, shubada-ba again, back and forward. And it's the same thing for each one of those bop, shubada-ba, bop, bop, shubada-bas for this first verse. And then we're gonna make a circle off to the one side. We step wide as we come down so we can put our hand on our knee. And then we're gonna bounce 1, 2, 3, getting slightly lower with each one. We're then gonna come back up to our hips, leaving our feet wide. We're gonna make really big hips this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is part 2 for Song of the King. We've just finished shaking our hips really nice and wide. Our hands are on our hips. We're gonna then cross with our right foot as we turn. 1, 2, and then we're just going to cross open. Our hands are gonna come in front, and then they're gonna bump up into across our right arm across, left arm up in the air. We're then gonna go back doing the same thing. 1, 2, cross, down, and up. We're then going to drag our arms behind us as we take a step back. We're gonna do a little chassé forward and a leap that lands us on our feet, on our knees, sorry. Now it doesn't have to be a big leap, it's just a little jump kick to get us down onto our knees. And then our hands are gonna come up over our head as we're shaking them. And we're gonna then drop our hands down. And we're gonna do little bounces. We're gonna go bounce, 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 bounce. And then we're gonna stand up, turn to the side, and our hands are gonna come up over our head. We're then going to alternate knees with our hands, the opposite hand to the opposite knee going up and over. We're then going to turn, put our hands behind our back. We're gonna do the same type of knees, but our hands are gonna be behind us with our pom-poms going up and down. And then on tattered and torn, they're gonna be 3 big swooshes, tattered and torn. And our hands are gonna come up so that way we can do almost like a monkey style, bop, shoo-wah-da-wah, bop, bop, shoo-wah-da-wah. We're then gonna put both our hands up over our head and we're going to spin. And at this point, we will be getting into a straight line. So just ignore wherever Erica ends up on the stage at this point because she's gonna be aiming for a line that doesn't exist right now. And then we're gonna be bringing our arms up into really big circles. And then we're going to pop out around. We're gonna do just pop to the side with our pom-poms, together, pop, together. And we're gonna do one more big set of circles. And we're gonna pause, and then we're gonna pull them in real tight. We're gonna be hiding them behind the first person in the line. And that is part 2. So part 3, this is a really short section because the ending of this I'm gonna talk through, but Erica won't be demonstrating any of it because it won't make any sense. So we've just pulled our pom-poms in really tight. We're gonna do a chassé off to the side with our arms into a T. As we come back together, our arms come to close. We're then going to hit a big diamond together, another big, and together, and then our arms are coming straight down to our side, and then we're gonna give a little pivot off to the corner. Now at this point, there will be the fawning over Pharaoh, where he will go to individuals and they will scream and be all excited about them. And then there's going to be a frenzy of pom-pom shaking as we move into our final positions for the song. But as we don't have everyone to show that position, this is where we are going to end this tutorial. Song of the King with words.
So here's a punchline, it's really